Okay, our last chapter, chapter 23, was dark and depressing because God died. Chapter 24 flips all that around. It starts out with the resurrection of Jesus. Not even the grave could hold the power and the love of Jesus Christ. It's been 3 days since Jesus has died. Peter has denied him. One disciple, Judas, has betrayed him. They are all heartbroken. They all see no hope in life. It's horrible. Their life, their world has completely crumbled. 3 days of depression and despair. Some of the ladies go back to Jesus' tomb to give him a proper burial. And when they get back, they see an angel that proclaims to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? Jesus is alive." And so the women run back and they tell the disciples what happened. And the disciples come running back to the tomb. A few of them do. And they see that the tomb is empty. Jesus is gone. He has been raised. They come back, tell the other disciples. Jesus appears to them, appears to a few on the road, appears to them all in a room, and they are ecstatic. It is awesome. So guys, this is the best chapter in the book of Luke. If the last chapter was the darkest, this is the brightest and the most exciting because Jesus is alive. Take time, read our last chapter, Luke 24. Alright guys, Jesus is alive. We're going to look at verse 44. Here's how it reads. Then he, Jesus, said to them, "These are my words that I spoke to you while I was still with you, that everything written about me in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled." What Jesus is saying here is, look, my life, the words that I taught, the miracles that I performed, the love that I gave, everything that I've done was prophesied about and had to come true. And if it didn't all come true, like God has promised from the beginning of time that I wouldn't be the Messiah, but I am because I fulfilled everything. And everything that you've ever heard growing up about what the coming Messiah was gonna be like, it is me. And you have seen it fulfilled right before your eyes. In the first chapter of John, John writes that the Word is Jesus Christ. And so when Jesus says, "I complete the Word," He completes it because He is. He is the Word living in us, and that He is the prophecy fulfilled that saved us. Jesus is it. It's all about Jesus. The Bible, your life, this church, everything. It's all about Jesus, His resurrection that saves us from eternal death. Guys, that is the message of Luke. That is the message of the gospel. That is the message of the Bible. That we are saved through His death and we can live again through His resurrection. I like what it says, the very last verse of Luke. It says the disciples, they met in the temple and they continually blessed God. They worshiped Him. They gave Him their all. Guys, today, in light of the great gift that God has given us, what can you do to bless God and to worship Him today? Also, check back in tomorrow for a closing video from Luke.